Rather windy and warm again. Look for highs all the way up to near 60 degrees. You know, other than those raindrops, looks like a pretty decent day on tap. I'll have a look ahead to Friday and the weekend. Your precision forecast coming up.
This just in, two 24-year-old men were arrested this morning after multiple gunshots were fired near the UWGB campus. Campus police reported hearing the shots in the area of University Avenue near Humboldt Road just before 3 this morning. Now, officers stopped the vehicle, found an uncased shotgun inside along with ammunition. Both the men are looking at possible weapon charges. The driver was cited for an OWI. It's our big story. People are back home this morning after a major gas leak forced the evacuation of 30 homes in New Holstein. The leak started around 3:30 yesterday when a road construction crew hit a main gas line. Natural gas service was turned off for about 700 customers. First responders were forced to evacuate homes and businesses in the area.
You don't know, what kind of damage it could cause. Just a spark anywhere could cause major problems for the entire city.
First time I can ever remember anything that bad happening.
WPS is working to restore gas services still this morning. Then workers will go door to door to relight appliances and furnaces. Nearly 150 employees will soon be out of a job in the Fox Cities after a major factory announces that it's shutting down. Sinbeo owns National Envelope, and Grand Chuten announced that they're closing the doors in 60 days after failing to reach a new lease agreement for the building. Outagamie County leaders say they're already working to help find new jobs for those affected.
We have to be mindful of the situation, and we have to offer whatever we can do to help out in a situation like that.
National Envelope offers printing services, including custom labels and specialty packaging. The facility will close on June 8th. New this morning, Brown County Sheriff deputies are looking for 2 men responsible for an armed robbery in the village of Howard. It happened at the BP gas station on Taylor Street just before 9 last night. Officers say one of the men displayed a handgun, and they both took off with an undetermined amount of cash and cigarettes. The first suspect is described as a black male in his early 20s, 6 feet tall, about 200 pounds, and hair braids just below the ears. The second, also a black male in his early 20s, is about 5'8", 180 pounds, carrying a black backpack with DC on it. Both men wore masks. Now, if you have any information, you're asked to contact the Brown County Sheriff's Office. In Marinette County, a new program is in the works to fight drug abuse. It's a system of support that they hope will curb the community's heroin problem. NBC 26's Brooke Hafes is live in the studio with a closer look.
Bree, Drug Court is an 18-month rehab and support program that is designed to help high-risk individuals beat their addiction. Marinette County leaders are in training this week, learning from drug court counselors with the Department of Justice so they can implement this treatment program locally. The goal is to have offenders who qualify get treatment instead of jail time.
Some of these people are going to become, through their own efforts and hopefully our guidance, productive citizens.
And offenders would be on probation, closely monitored, and have to agree to random home visits. Some of the money to pay for this program is coming from legislation authored by Representative John Nygren of Marinette. Now, Judge Jim Morrison hopes to have the program running by August. Brooke Hafes, NBC 26.
Thank you, Brooke. Republican State Senator Mike Ellis of Neenah is brushing off claims that he did anything illegal in a hidden camera video. In it, Ellis was heard talking about raising money for a super PAC. It was a video released by a site run by a conservative activist. Ellis admits that he looks terrible in the video, but says he never acted on anything he said. It's against state law for a candidate to work with PACs or outside of groups. Red, white, and blue election coverage now. Governor Walker is leading Democratic challenger Mary Burke in a new St. Norbert College poll. It shows Walker in lead, 56% to Burke's 40%. Now, the school did survey about 400 people in Wisconsin. And Governor Walker continues to fuel rumors of a possible presidential run. He is now talking about finishing his college degree through the new flexible option program at the University of Wisconsin. Yesterday, he dodged the question of whether he needs a degree to run for president.
I don't think I've needed a college degree to be in the state assembly to be county executive nor to be governor. I don't know about any other position, but in the end, I think most people, for example, the governor, judge me based on performance and what we're able to do.
The governor attended Marquette University but left during his senior year to take a job with the American Red Cross. Still ahead this morning, details on the latest online hazard that's putting your personal information at risk.
Hard to call. The overnight lows very low. It remained mild overnight, and even with the cool front pushing through, looks like it's going to remain pretty warm today. I'll have a look ahead to your complete precision forecast in just a few minutes.
Hello everyone, today we're at Rogan Shoes. We're with our friend Jackie, and you know what? Those winter sports are well behind us now. It's time to start thinking about spring, summer sports, and you got lots of options for us when it comes to footwear.
We do. We're starting to see all of our spring stuff coming in for the spring sports. It's getting warmer out, so your runners are getting ready. Track season's starting, so we have a nice variety of all of our track spikes, running shoes, you know, indoor, outdoor, for those who want to get out in the woods and do some trail running, your road runners. So we've got a great selection. Running shoes are always the most technical shoe. So it's important to come in and get yourself fitted properly with the running shoes, help you figure out what you need, whether you need something more of a cushion shoe, more of a stability shoe. Bring your old running shoes in. We can look at your the wear pattern on the bottom of the sole, which helps us get you into the right kind of shoe.
Yeah, and those cross trainers, yeah, there's a lot of different types of shoes out there.
There is.
Just like with the soccer and the softball, I mean, you have different types of cleats and different footwear for all the kids, especially if you're new to this. It's good to get an expert opinion.
It is. You know, there's definitely a difference between a soccer shoe and a baseball shoe. Bring your kids in. Fit is different. We'll get them measured. We'll get them fitted. A soccer shoe doesn't have a toe cleat, so we have to make sure if they're playing soccer, they're actually getting a soccer shoe versus a baseball shoe. There's also a lot of parents that like to try to get one that you can use for both baseball and soccer.
Oh, okay.
With the soccer shoe not having the toe cleat, you can use them for both. You can't use a baseball shoe for soccer, but you can use a soccer shoe for baseball.
Yeah, and it's not only sports shoes. You got all kinds of shoes and boots here at a Rogan, so you need to check out Rogan's. Size is always a big thing, especially for me.
It is.
This actually fits me, a golf shoe, but you get all the way down to the itty bitties, don't you?
We do, down to the itty bitty size 10s, on up to our size 15s. Yeah, so we have a variety of sizes. You know, you come into any one of our stores. If we don't have your size, we do have 32 store locations. We have a great ability of looking up any one of our stores and seeing what everybody has. If we don't have your size here, we can try to locate it. We ship to the house for free. You get it in 2 to 3 business days, which is great. It used to be that we would check the shoe for you, try to get it in. It would get here in a week to 2 weeks. Now, it ships out the next day. You get it in 2 to 3 business days, and most importantly, shipping is free.
Yeah, and one of the other great things about Rogan's, if you buy a pair at regular price, you get that next pair half price. And I know that's big for families that have multiple kids.
It is. And you know, the biggest thing with that too is it used to be that you had to use that within a certain time. Our receipts never expire. If you come in, get a pair of shoes today, your receipt never expires. You come back at your convenience to get that second pair of equal or lesser value for half price.
All right, and of course you want to get into a Rogan store. As Jackie mentioned, 32 stores in the area, and we can also find you on the web.
Absolutely, at roganshoes.com.
All right, Rogan Shoes, they're everywhere. You need to check them out.
What a spectacular midweek Wednesday we had across northeastern Wisconsin, really the entire Badgerland. And it looks as though it's going to be a pretty decent day again today. In your weather headlines, though, we will have to deal with some passing sprinkles and showers. We'll call it a round of rain, generally in the first half of the day. Some sunshine, though, as well, especially later on in the afternoon. And a fine Friday on tap, although we could see a few pop-up showers. But most of Friday will be dry for most of us. Outside right now, 50 degrees at this time of the morning. Boosted by south-southwest breezes ahead of that cool front at 15 miles an hour. And in the last 24 hours, our high 58 degrees. That's above average again. Nowhere near that record high set back in 77 that many of us remember, 79 degrees. The average low 33, and in the last 24 hours, our low temperature 32, so pretty darn close. Outside right now, everybody uniformly warm for this time of year, this time of the morning. 50 officially at Austin Straubel Field in Green Bay. Hey, Shawno, double nickels in your neighborhood. 48 degrees in Appleton through the Fox Cities, 51 in Oshkosh, 52 in Fondy and along the lake. Mid-50s as well. 57 in Manitowoc, 53 in Sheboygan. Morning-Door Peninsula, you're at 54 degrees in Sturgeon Bay. What a difference a day makes over the last 24 hours. Look at this. Compared to yesterday at this time, our temperatures 15 to 20 degrees warmer. Remember how chilly it was yesterday morning? Well, with the nice southwest breeze and some thin clouds beginning to filter in ahead of that little disturbance, our temperatures very warm for overnight lows. Satellite and radar combination. Speaking of that little disturbance, there it is. Find the front. Right along there, a boundary line of clouds and showers, and they're going to continue rolling through northeastern Wisconsin as we go through the morning hours, exiting southeastern Wisconsin as we head toward the afternoon, and behind it, more clear skies coming our way. Future forecast paints that picture very clearly. There goes the front. I call it a cool front because there's not a huge temperature difference. As a matter of fact, with high pressure building in, most of tomorrow looks good. Could be a couple instability showers that pop up later in the afternoon, but I think the weekend around here is going to be kind of damp, so be prepared for some wet weather Saturday and especially Saturday night into Sunday. Your precision forecast for this Thursday. Some showers mainly in the morning, also some sun mainly later on. It's still windy and warm all the way back up to near 60 degrees for tonight. Clear to partly cloudy and mild, temperatures down to the mid-30s. Tomorrow then, partly cloudy, windy and warm. We could pop a few afternoon showers, but I would not be canceling any outdoor activities for tomorrow. They'd be widely scattered. 61 for a high temperature again tomorrow, again, well above average. And then for tomorrow night, clear to partly cloudy and mild. By the way, did I say tomorrow's Friday? TGIF, everybody. Tomorrow night down to 38. Here's your precision 7-day planner, and yeah, well, the weekend could be better. I think showers and storms roll in as we go through the day on Saturday. Saturday's not a complete washout. Better chance of more rain on Sunday, and our temperatures take a noticeable downturn after we remain above average on Saturday, only 50 on Sunday. And oh my, a little rain mixing with snow on Monday as our temperatures beginning to middle of next week, below average in the low 40s. So enjoy what we got out there now because it gets cooler next week.